The courtroom was already tense before Judge Judy even spoke. A young woman named April Stevens stood at the defendant's table, trying to appear calm, but the nervous shifting in her posture told a completely different story. Judge Judy leaned forward slightly, studying her with that familiar expression that meant she already sensed the truth wasn't being fully told. "Miss Stevens," Judge Judy began sharply, "on what date did you hit someone's vehicle?" April answered quickly, saying it happened on December 29th, sometime around noon. She explained she had been driving a blue car that actually belonged to her brother while he was out of town. Judge Judy immediately locked onto the details. Had she borrowed the car with permission? Yes. Had she driven it before? Yes. How long had she been using it? Around 2 days. Then came the question that changed the entire tone of the case. Was the car insured? April hesitated. That hesitation alone was enough for Judge Judy's instincts to activate. At first, April claimed she wasn't sure. Then she shifted again. Then finally admitted she knew the vehicle actually did not have insurance. The courtroom audience reacted quietly, while Judge Judy narrowed her eyes. "You're being slick with me," she warned, "and that never ends well." Judge Judy explained that people can easily verify whether a vehicle carries insurance simply by checking the license plate. In her view, the reason the case had ended up in court at all was obvious. The car wasn't insured, and April knew it. April tried to move past the subject and explain the accident itself. She claimed she was heading to the Human Services building when her car slid slightly on gravel and made contact with a parked white vehicle. But even her wording irritated Judge Judy. "I didn't hit it," April insisted. "I just tapped it." The audience laughed instantly. Judge Judy stared at her. "So if you only tapped it," she asked, "was there damage or wasn't there?" April reluctantly admitted there was a little bit of damage. Judge Judy continued dissecting the story step by step. Did April stop immediately? Did she get out? Did she see anyone nearby? April claimed she parked first, then went into the building searching for the owner of the car because she wanted to do the right thing. The plaintiff suddenly interrupted and accused April of being a con artist. Judge Judy silenced everyone immediately before returning to the story. According to April, she entered a huge government building and randomly searched different offices, asking whether anyone owned the white vehicle outside. Judge Judy clearly didn't buy it. "If you truly wanted to do the right thing," she explained, "you would simply leave a note with your phone number on the windshield." April insisted she planned to do that only if she couldn't find the owner personally. She claimed leaving a note felt unreliable because someone might write down the wrong information. Judge Judy listened patiently, though the skepticism on her face grew stronger every second. Then she summarized what she believed had really happened. April hit a parked car with an uninsured vehicle, found the owner, and somehow walked away without paying anything because supposedly the owner didn't care about the damage. April defended herself by saying the car she hit was already old and rusty anyway. Judge Judy immediately turned toward the plaintiff to hear the other side. The plaintiff explained
what unfolded
she
over the
drove
next
a
few
white
minutes
Pontiac
would
G6
explode
coupe
across the
and had
internet and
photos of the
become one of
damage
the most
taken that same
talked
day.
about courtroom
Judge
moments
Judy
ever
requested
aired
to
on
see the pictures
television.
immediately.
Millions of people shared
Then
the clip,
another witness stepped
stunned
forward,
by Judge
a
Harper's
woman named
reaction
Helen
and the brutal
Khalil,
lesson
who knew
she
the
delivered
plaintiff
to a
personally
child who had spent
and
years
happened to be there
believing
that
he
afternoon.
could get away with
Judge
anything.
Judy questioned her carefully. Helen explained that she had stepped outside for a cigarette while her friend was inside the Human Services building. While outside, she personally witnessed April Stevens strike the parked white car with a blue four-door vehicle. According to the witness, April appeared panicked afterward and rushed into the building, trying to locate the owner. Helen then went to find her friend and informed her that the car had just been hit. As the photographs were shown in court, April immediately interrupted and insisted the damaged vehicle in the pictures was not actually the car she struck. Judge Judy wasn't surprised. "Oh, "I know that's not the car you say you hit," she replied calmly. "That's the car they say you hit." Then came another important detail. No police were ever called to the scene. Judge Judy wanted to know why. The plaintiff explained she did ask April for her driver's license, registration, and insurance information immediately after the accident. But April failed to provide any of it. Instead of a license, she handed over only an identification card. She had no registration documents, no insurance paperwork, nothing. April claimed she didn't have the information because it was her brother's vehicle, and she was only borrowing it briefly. Judge Judy pointed out that insurance cards are almost always kept in the glove compartment, and that licensed drivers typically carry their licenses on them. The more April spoke, the less believable her story became. Every answer felt incomplete. Every explanation seemed carefully adjusted to avoid responsibility. Judge Judy's patience grew thinner with each contradiction. Throughout the hearing, April attempted to minimize the accident by repeatedly describing it as a tap rather than a collision. But the evidence, the witness testimony, and the lack of insurance all painted a much clearer picture for the court. Judge Judy had heard enough excuses. By the end of the exchange, it was obvious she believed April knowingly drove an uninsured vehicle, damaged someone else's parked car, and then attempted to avoid proper accountability afterward. The courtroom fell quiet as Judge Judy prepared to move toward her final conclusions, her expression making it clear she had already decided exactly who she believed and who she didn't.